This coverage of CES is brought to you by Toyota. And almost as rapidly as it came, CES is gradually coming to a close. And we are here on the third day of the show, but day 5 for us. And as you can see behind us, a very nice metaphor for the ending, supposedly, coming very quickly of CES. No one's here. We basically are the only people here aside from the cleaning crew. But with that in mind, it's Josh Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? I'm here with
Darcy of Android Authority. How you guys doing?
All right, and we're here just winding down the day. We got out a few great videos for you, along with a couple of interviews that we'll get to in a little bit. But we're just going to recap what was going on today. This morning we woke up and we went straight to ASUS for a very special announcement. Why don't you go ahead and fill them in about what happened?
Well, this marks the inaugural time that Android Authority is going to be holding an annual CES 2014 Best of Android Awards. We were very privileged and pleased to provide ASUS with our highest affirmation for the best Android phone of 2014.
Yes.
And why do you think that was, Josh?
Well, we look at a lot of different factors when it comes to picking what we believe is the best phone. We get that question all the time. And a lot of the time when I get that question, I ask them, what do you need it for? Well, when I think of a phone that has to get the best Android phone award, I think of one that anybody can use. One that I could wholeheartedly suggest to pretty much anybody that I know. And often that has to do with accessibility. And price has a big factor in that. So we have three phones rather, in the Zenfone line, the 4, 5, and 6, all because those are the sizes of the phones.
Exactly.
But every single one of them comes under the $200 price point, and that is just absolutely incredible. We played with the phones for a little bit. The UI was actually very nice and very easy to use. It was a snappy and very smooth experience on these phones, and for that price, you really can't go wrong. And that's the reason why they got our Best Android Phone Award of the year.
Make no mistake, these are not cheap phones. ASUS makes great quality hardware,
Yes,
and it was really evident when we saw them. So we deliberated, and the Sony Xperia Z1 Compact was very close.
Yes.
Marking 20.7 megapixel camera, Snapdragon 800, and a really svelte package. But considering its price point, we had to hand it to ASUS because there's a lot of people out there who just would love to have a high quality smartphone at a more affordable price.
Yeah, the best Android phone shouldn't be, in my opinion, one that you just wish you could have. It should be one that you could have.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that in mind, we were able to meet with ASUS and give them the award, which was a lovely event. And we were actually able to look at the 4-in-1 Transformer Book Duet as well, that uses Windows 8 and Android to create an experience on a tablet and as a laptop.
We had the privilege of meeting, I know, who's a huge inspiration for you, and one for me as well, John Rettinger of Techno Buffalo.
Absolutely.
A gentleman who's a veteran in our industry, a bona fide expert, and someone who lives and breathes mobile technology and technology of all kinds. And we conducted an interview with him, and to be honest, I'm still sort of swooning, as though I were some teenage kind of girl seeing some celebrity star. But it was just a huge honor, and this day marks the culmination of so many years of hard work.
Absolutely.
And so we're all very touched and humbled.
The two of us got to interview Trisha from SourceFed Nerd, and she's just a lovely personality, the very lovely and talented Trisha, and that was one of the most spirited interviews I've ever been in. I thought that was really awesome. Speaking of their inspirations, yes, John, definitely one of them. He's been at this for quite a while, but I will give my own little shout out as well, because yesterday at the Revision 3 meetup that I told you about yesterday, I was actually able to have a nice long conversation with my inspirational figure from my childhood, from the old Tech TV days, Patrick Norton. He's just this hulking guy, and I'm this small Asian guy. I'm just like, hey, Patrick.
That's a big guy.
And he sat down and he talked to me for all of like half an hour to even more, and he wants to talk to us even more. You know, he wants to keep in contact. He's so humbling. Yes. Tomorrow we have a lot of great content coming, especially in regards to wearable technology, and also a lot of the more kind of not necessarily fringe, but these are the phones that you, in the Western audience, may not necessarily know much about. And we're going to show you what those are like. Keep it tuned here at Android Authority, CES 2014. And once again, thank you to Toyota for sponsoring our CES coverage.